Okay, today we're going to talk about 5 defensive principles. Most of these we have already covered in our previous trainings, but we're going to go over them just for a refresher. Okay, and as you can see, I have 5 defensive principles here: pressure, cover, balance, compactness, and depth. We're going to go ahead and dive into pressure, and we'll go ahead and cover each one individually. Okay, so here we have pressure. What we want to do is we want to get somebody to pressure the ball, and in this slide it looks like it's going to be our left defender. Okay, and the first thing we want to keep in mind as we start to apply pressure is we want to control our stop start. We've gone over this already in our previous trainings, but we want to be able to approach the player that's attacking and basically control our when we stop and when we start again. A lot of times an attacker is waiting for you to stop so they can make their move to go around you. To help with that, we're gonna try and control our stop start. Okay. The second thing about pressuring is we need to know when we can pressure, when it's a good idea to pressure. In this case, as we are pressuring and we are controlling our stop start, we don't necessarily want to stab at the ball and try and kick the ball away from them. We want to delay them. And we want to delay them in a way to where we slow them down. We're slowing down their attack. That allows our defensive players to get into a covering position. Once our players are getting into a covering position, we're now at a better advantage to be able to try and make a tackle. Okay, and we also are looking to control which way the attacker is attacking. As you can see here, the outside attacker is coming down the channel, and what we want to do is we want to keep them in the channel. We don't want to allow them to cut across the middle. Okay, and then the last thing is when we're pressuring is we're going to be making a tackle, and we'll go over more tackles in depth, but definitely keep in mind when you're making a tackle, you are at a higher risk of maybe falling or tripping, and if that happens, the attacker will have more space to advance. Okay, so the second principle we're going to go over shortly, but you can see here number 5 is pressuring the ball, and I'm just going to show another slide of what would happen on the right side. Okay, we're just going to have some simple pressuring. Okay, for covering, as you can see, we're still pressuring with the number or outside defender, but our left center back, the number 5, is now in a covering position. This is now when we're at a most advantage defensively, so the number 3 can start to try and attempt to take the ball and win the ball back. Okay, same thing. If the ball was coming down the right side, we're going to have the outside right defender pressure, and the right center back is going to be in a covering position. Now for the middle, it's a little trickier. It's not as self-explanatory. The 2 center backs are basically going to need to communicate who is going to be pressuring that attacking center forward. A lot of times what I like to do is draw a line down the middle of the field, and if the ball's on one side, on the right side, the center right defender will go ahead and pressure. The ball is coming down the left center, the left center back would pressure. But as you can see here, both outside right defender and left center back are in covering positions. And as you can see here, left center back is also pressuring, and the other two are covering. Okay, so here we're going to talk about balance. Balance we've gone over as well, and we're just going to cover this as a refresher. And as you can see here, we're having our pressure cover going on, and our other two defenders are in a good shape and a good balance. Good balance for each other. So if there's a ball that's getting passed to the other side, other players are in a position to where they can now shift over and start to pressure. Okay, just like this. Okay, ball switches over for some reason. Everybody is now shifting over, and they're staying connected, and they're staying in a good balancing shape. Okay, so for the fourth principle, where we have depth, and as you can see here, the attacking half of our team is still caught way up high, and our defense is short-handed, and they're going to have to pressure, cover, and delay to allow our our attackers to get back defensively. Just like that. Okay, we want to be able to pressure, cover, and delay, and allow our other teams to drop back, and that will give us more depth. More depth meaning give us more players on the defensive half. Okay, same thing if we were on the right side. Okay, we want to still defensively get our pressure cover. We want to delay and allow our attacking players to get back and help defensively. Just like that. Okay, we want to get back into our shape and balance, and which leads us to our next principle is compactness. We want to be able to, as a team, stay nice and compact and tight together defensively. Ball comes down the other side. Okay, we want to stay nice and tight and compact. And what that does when we have a nice compact balance defensively is it takes away angles of support and angles of passing for the other team. It makes it really hard for another team to make a pass when we're taking away these angles and these windows and making them smaller. Okay, last slide is an example of us not being compact. Okay, this is where we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be hopefully trying to get back into our defensive shape, which is nice and compact. But as the game progresses and you may be getting tired from running back and forth, this will start to become harder, and we'll need more focus. Okay, so in my next video, we'll go ahead and cover attacking principles.